Today, I'm going to show you how to make Korean instant ramen noodles so that it tastes less instant-like and more gourmet-like. And I'm going to show you lots of tips and hacks and 2 ways to enhance the taste of your instant ramen broth. And of course, how to cook the noodles so that it tastes al dente and chewy and definitely not bloated or soggy. 오늘은 맛있게 라면 끓이는 방법을 보여드리겠습니다. 꼬들꼬들하며 쫄깃쫄깃한 면 끓이는 방법과 라면 국물 업그레이드 2가지 꿀팁도 보여드리겠습니다. That was drink slurping my noodles. Yeah, it's a technique, and if you work on it, you'll get really good at it, like myself. Hi everyone, this is Helen, and welcome to Modern Pepper. 안녕하세요, Modern Pepper의 헬렌입니다. Modern Pepper is a Korean cooking channel that offers instructional Korean cooking lessons for authentic Korean recipes as well as Korean fusion recipes. So please do consider subscribing. 맛있는 한식 요리와 한식 퓨전 요리를 여러분들과 영어로 함께 하겠습니다. 구독 버튼 꼭 눌러주세요. 짠! Alright, tip number 1. You need to use really yummy Korean ramyun. Shin ramyun is your most popular, everyone loves ramyun in Korea. Unless you hate spicy ramen, which is kind of rare for Koreans. So for those of you that are new to Asian instant ramen noodles, not all Asian instant ramen noodles taste the same, okay? Korean instant ramen noodles taste very uniquely yummy in its Korean way. So make sure to use Shin ramyun. So I'm holding 2. This is the original Shin ramyun. It is spicy, it is delicious. This is called black Shin ramyun because the packaging is black. No. This is called the black Shin ramyun. And what makes this different from this is this comes with an extra soup packet. So it costs slightly more than this one, but totally worth it because the extra packet of broth, which is beef bone broth, amazing. It takes your instant ramen noodles to another level of super yummy broth taste. Now, for my vegan friends, you can also buy ramen that's vegan. So I'll have all the links for the Korean instant ramen noodles in the description box below, so make sure to go check it out there. We're gonna add 3 cups of water because we're gonna add Korean duck, rice cakes, and frozen dumplings, Mandu. If you're not gonna add those 2 items, just add 2.5 cups of water. Turn the heat to super high and wait for it to come to boil. Do not break up the noodles, just put it in as is. As soon as the water starts boiling, add the dried noodles and the soup packets. So flip it over. Your heat remains at high and we're gonna let this cook for 2.5 minutes. And then just move it around to loosen up the noodles and just let it cook. Now, I hear you. Some of you are asking, but Helen, you forgot to add the dehydrated vegetables called kondogi. Yes, I did on purpose. So you ask what I do with my kondogi? It goes in the garbage can and that's where it stays. But if you want to use it, you can. It's up to you. Okay, so here's why. So adding 1 fresh scallion, green onions or spring onions will make your instant ramen noodle taste instantly better. So that's tip number 2. No dehydrated vegetables. Instead, add fresh scallions. And then the leftover crumbs that you see, I mean, you could put it in here, but this is what I do. Right here, you see that? And it goes into my mouth. A little snack for this chef, you know? Okay, tip number 4. If you want your noodles to taste really chewy and not bloated and soggy, like the way fresh ramen noodles are made, you need to pull them out now. Just the noodles to your serving bowl leave the broth in the pot. Jan! This is tip number 5. I'm going to show you 2 ways to enhance the flavor of your ramen noodles. And one is, look, ta-da, it's fish sauce. And fish sauce, 멸치 액젓, it will not make your broth taste fishy at all whatsoever. I actually had my husband do a blind test taste, and he thought that with the one that I add the fish sauce, I added some sort of extra beef broth. And then the second one is adding ketchup. Yes, ketchup. It just adds a little bit of a tangy and slightly sweet aftertaste. So try it out and see if you like it. And our stove heat remains at high throughout the entire cooking process. And quickly, very quickly, we're going to add our 2 frozen mandus and our 6 pieces of Korean rice cake, 떡국. And then we're going to add 1 whole egg, like that. And we're going to add our scallions, like that. Do not touch the egg if you want to have poached egg. If you want a slurry egg, you could stir it. Otherwise, leave it like that. And then we're going to place our lid on it and let it steam on high heat for 30 seconds. Turn the heat off and keep the lid on and wait 1 minute to finish cooking while it steams. And while the pot is steaming, we're going to cool down our noodles. So we're basically cooling down our noodles so the noodles taste chewy and al dente and the opposite of bloated. Here, so I'm going to have a little taste with you. As you can hear, it tastes chewy, and that's how you want to cook your ramen noodles. Al dente, and then you cool it down real fast. All right, so it's been 1 minute, so let's check. Ooh, look at that. Have a taste of your broth. It's really hot. Oh wow, the fish sauce one doesn't taste fishy at all whatsoever. Then this is the ketchup one. Oh, that's good too. It's like totally different flavors. So yummy. Okay, so at this point, if the broth tastes a little too salty for you, add a little bit of hot water. But for me, I like it kind of at this level of saltiness. But everyone has different preferences when it comes to how they like their broth, saltier or less salty. Tip number 6, you want to transfer everything to a bowl so it stops cooking. Ooh. And now it's ready. It is absolutely important to eat your ramyun as soon as possible because the noodles and everything else in here will start absorbing all the liquid, the delicious broth right away. So you have to eat your cooked instant ramen within 5 minutes tops. All right, now it's time for tasting. Yay. All right, so I want to start with the broth. Yeah, ketchup is just like a little tangy and just a slight tuck of sweet aftertaste in your mouth, but not sugary sweet. And then the one with the fish sauce is like, it almost has a little bit of that jampong flavor. And those of you who don't know what jampong is your spicy Chinese Korean style noodle dish that's so yummy. So it has a little bit of that flavor. Now for my vegan friends, obviously you can't use fish sauce, but I have a recipe for vegan fish sauce, which is included in my vegan kimchi video. So go and check it out there because you could use that vegan fish sauce for so many things. Many of you might have seen this in Korean drama where they take like this long strand of ramen noodles and then they put it on a lid of a pot. This is called 냄비 뚜껑. So they would do this, cool it off, and this becomes their like serving plate. Obviously, you don't want to do this with your like in-laws or people you want to impress. You do this like when you're home alone or with really close friends, and you slurp it like this. This is a lot of noodles at once for me, but. 쫄깃쫄깃하고 면이 아주 참 맛있습니다. I want to also show you the way I eat it at home by myself when I'm eating ramen in front of the TV. So I take a little bit and I use a little tiny bowl so I could actually cool it down, blow on it, and then I put a little bit of broth in here too. And then, bon appetit everyone. Then there's a little bit of noodles left in here with the broth, and then this is what I do. That was drink slurping my noodles. Yeah, it's a technique, and if you work on it, you'll get really good at it like myself. I know some of you are asking, is it okay to slurp your noodles like that? Absolutely yes. In Korean culture, as well as certain Asian cultures, when it comes to eating noodles, it is absolutely okay to slurp. Just don't slurp so much that you're like squashing everyone with your noodles around you. That's all. And then when you have ramyeon, a must-have item is kimchi. Like you can't have ramyeon without kimchi. It's a must. I'm just gonna go for it right now. Wow, the kimchi just took it to another level. Really yum. And let me show you the egg. It's slightly soft inside. Ooh, look at that. Just have it at home, it's that good. And then our 떡국떡. I'm starting to sweat a little. It's still chewy because we just warmed it up in the broth. You definitely don't want to overcook your 떡. And then of course our frozen mandu. I mean, when you add 떡, mandu, and eggs, I mean, your instant ramen noodles just become like a gourmet noodle dish that you could have at home. This is like a bonus right here. Now, if you want to learn more about Korean instant ramen noodles, make sure to check out my Korean ramen noodles review. And I also share 2 recipes that you could try out at home that will make your instant ramen noodles taste super, super yummy and gourmet-like. I want to thank everyone for watching today. And if you enjoyed watching today's video, I would greatly, greatly appreciate it if you would click on that thumbs up icon and subscribe if you have not subscribed yet. Thank you very much. 여러분 오늘 재밌게 보셨으면 꼭 좋아하는 버튼 눌러주세요. 구독 버튼도 눌러주시고요. 다음 비디오에서 뵙겠습니다. Alright everyone, I will see you in one of the videos that you see right here.